Hello and welcome to episode 174 on the Online Trainers Podcast. Today's topic is, what do they really want? Hello and welcome to the Online Trainers Podcast, where we go behind the scenes to uncover the latest tactics and strategies top trainers around the world are using to get more clients, dominate their marketplace, and get their clients amazing results. There is absolutely no fluff here. I'm your host, Lin Trin. Now, over the last couple of days, I've been with my legacy family, been running a retreat here in Melbourne, Australia, and it's been absolutely amazing. And over the last few days, we've had some deep dive clarity over a lot of the things that I've been talking about over the last couple of weeks. But more importantly, if you've been listening to this podcast show, you wouldn't notice the transition of me talking about moving away from a commodity market. A commodity market is a market where you cannot stand out because there is so much competition. It's so saturated. A commodity market is a market where the price is driven down to zero because whoever's cheapest will win. And really, a commodity market is a market where supply and demand is not inside of your favor. It's not skewed inside of your favor. That is, there is more supply than there is demand for what it is that you do. And a lot of trainers and a lot of coaches right now, what it is that they do is that they help people transform their bodies. And if we can make the assumption that that is what you do, well then your competitors, right? Your competitors also do that. The magic weight loss pill also helps you, quote unquote, transforms your client or prospects' bodies. And so I know right now the thought that comes to your mind is, Lin, hey, hold on a second. That's not what I really do. I really get them results. And I completely get that. And I know you do. But here's the reality. Here's the truth of things. If we face things as the truth, then we'll get to the real core of why your business isn't growing. And the real truth of things is that the prospects can't see the difference between that right now. The prospects can't see the difference between you, can't see the difference between running out inside of the boot camp, can't see the difference between reading a magazine, downloading the 12-week ebook from an Instagram celebrity, whatever it is, right? They cannot see the difference. You can, and I can, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to pay your bills without them. I'm not going to pay your bills, right? So the reality is you need to be able to persuade and influence them, but more importantly, carve out a uniqueness to you. It's not about what you do. It's not about your unique selling proposition. It's more than that. And it's about trying to create a marketplace of your own where you can skew supply and demand back inside of your favor, where you're the only person that is actually giving them a product and they can only get that product through you. And if you do that correctly, and over the last few days, this is what I've been talking about with my legacy clients inside the Legacy Mastermind. It's how do I create supply and demand inside of your favor so that business becomes easier? Because a lot of the times right now inside of the online training space, it's so difficult. It's so hard to get moving, right? And I speak to thousands of trainers, right? I have this, I'm fortunate enough to have this overview and this insight, and most, if not all, are struggling. And it's not hard to struggle right now because naturally there's going to be more fitness products on the market. It's not getting any easier. Naturally there's going to be more trainers jumping into the online space. Even gyms are coming to our services, right? Gyms, we're working with gym owners in our agency to help them build out their online membership platforms. So my question is, what hope is there for the little guy or girl sitting there listening to this podcast, right? Because you truly, if you don't know right now, you truly have what it takes to transform the world. Like, we talk about how bad the fitness industry is, but here's the reality. No one's willing to step up and do anything about it. And that's just the reality. And so I said, okay, wait, how do I turn this around? Number one, what I realized was that the marketplace was focusing on the things that the clients think that they wanted. And when you focus on the things that they think they want, well, guess what? You naturally sell them. You know the saying, give them what they want, sell them what they need. What I do believe right now to be the case, if you're going to create a marketplace of your own, is that you need to sell them on the thing that they actually want. Not what they need. What they need is health and fitness, right? What they need to be is healthier. But what they think they want, right, is getting into shape. What they think they want is the health and fitness, right? What they really want is that what they want a better life. So here's the reality. When I ask this question of what do they really want, I mean, what do they really want? If you give them what they really want, then you actually get through the bullshit and you actually go straight to the dead end, straight to the end. So I'm going to give you an example. You might be a little bit confused. You might be, Lena, I have no idea what you're talking about. And that's cool, because this is going to change the game for you. Here's the thing. What they think they want, a better body, right? What that 20-year-old boy thinks he wants, a better body. What he really wants, more certainty, more power, more status amongst his friends, and more sex. And you're like, but Lena, I don't know how to give him more power, more status. I don't know how to get him laid more. And here's the reality. The reality is, of course you don't, because right now you have a personal training hat on. That is, you think that you're a personal trainer. That is, you think that you identify yourself with a personal trainer. And I'm here to tell you that that market, the online personal training space, the online fitness coaching space, that's a kind of a dead end. That's a commodity market. If you're trying to sell fitness, that you're still in the dead end. What you need to start selling is this new identity. You need to upgrade your skill set. You're trying to go to war, and right now you've got a machete, right? You've got a machete, and it's 2017. And when you go to war, guess what happens? You're going to get blown up with a machine gun, right? Because you're trying to use a machete against all these big supplement companies. They've got machine guns, right? And I'm sorry for the gruesome analogy, but it's true. And I want you to think about it in such a way that if you are to build your arsenal, build your toolkit to go, okay, hold on, can I give this person, can I learn things such as mindset and create habitual change for this person to have more confidence? Because is it true? Is it true that what he thinks he wants is a new body? But is it true that what he really wants is more confidence? Yet the getting a better body doesn't necessarily mean that he's going to get more confidence. Is that true? Yes or no? Completely. I have helped so many men get into shape but still lack their confidence, still be nervous, still be shy, still not have sex, still not be able to connect with women because they thought that what they wanted was a better body, because they thought that what that would give to them was more sex. In reality, that was so not true. So the question for you today on this podcast show is that if you were to actually give your prospects what they actually want, and you took on the skills to develop that, to learn the mindset, and to slowly begin to ask that question, you would naturally, guess what? Skew supply and demand in your favor, give them, your clients, what they actually wanted, have the ability to transform their life and give them the possibility of better life. And a lot of the times what you are doing right now is you are helping them get the thing that they wanted, but you are not actually helping them reach their goals. And if you need to go back and listen to this podcast show, then do this again, because this is the most powerful fucking show of my 174 episodes. And if you get this and you begin to transform, guess what? When it comes 2018, 2019, 2020, and you start early, guess what? You're going to be okay. But if you keep going along the same path you've been going on, then there won't be a 2018. Sounds gloomy? But if you evolve, if you transform, if you adapt, then you'll succeed. If you don't, you'll fail. And because we've got this on record, we can come back to it in 2018. And then I can kind of tell you, I told you so. Or you can take massive action today, start to begin to transform, evolve. And not only will you help change more people's lives, but you'll have created freedom, you'll have created income, because if you help people get what they want, you'll naturally get what you want.
Alright, if you enjoyed this podcast, please leave me a 5-star review on iTunes, and feel free to leave a review, and that way I can respond and I can take that on board in developing content to serve you. Now, if you're not a part of the Online Trainers Club on Facebook, please do yourself a favor and be a part of the conversation. That's where I add daily tips, tricks and strategies on how you can build out funnels, how you can get more clients, and ultimately become a better online coach. Thank you for listening.